actually coming to the second part of this debate, Afzal and the media glare in India actually. Now, interestingly, when even we know that Supreme Court has said that the confession will not prove anyone's guilt, and they rejected the confession statement actually. That's what Supreme Court says in its order, that confession is not it doesn't prove someone's guilt. And interestingly, I was watching these media channels that day, and every channel, even this confession statement was rejected by the Supreme Court, but every media channel at that day were telecasting it. I don't know why. What message are they giving to the people of India? Now, interestingly, there are debates now going on in NDTV, Times Now, and other news channels also. What I find peculiar about NDTV is something like this. There will be a debate which will host, say for example, 7 people. 6 of them will be from somehow those parliamentarian Indians or somehow nationalist Indian. There will be one human rights activist who will not be given just 5 minutes of airtime, but rest of the airtime goes to all those 7 or 6 parliamentarians or somehow internationalists. And then added to that, there will be one victim. That's become a kind of an scenario over the years that NDTV projects. Barkhadat will bring in one victim from India. And then it's kind of an emotionally blackmailing the society, Indian society. And then she will narrate the sufferings of her mother or her father or brother or sister, whatever that the case may be. I mean, I have a counter argument. Why will you bring one? I can bring you thousands, millions of Kashmiri women, Kashmiri mothers, Kashmiri sisters who have lost one or other in this whole situation. It sounds so unfair. Now, the second guy has, if I have to go to the Times Now debate, Arnab, whatever his name is, he is acting like a judge himself, a prosecutor himself. I don't know. I mean, I was talking with my friends that there is this benefit and no benefit of coming from a place which is somehow troublesome to Indian state. Arnab comes from one such place. He comes from Assam. And people in India, if I'm in Kashmiri and I speak which uphold some of the democratic values of India, democratic values in the inverted commas, which will mean that somehow I speak against Kashmir or I speak against Assam, then I'm made hero here in few minutes, and that's what Arnab Goswami is. Arnab is basically from Assam, and I have never seen him speaking against speaking for Assamese people. Yesterday we saw 20 people were killed in Assam. There was no debate on Times Now about the carnage of Assam, but it's just an issue which he will bring from somewhere. I don't know. He acts like he is the chief minister, he is the president, he is the prime minister himself, and then he will go on to questioning the person that you have to accept. Is kind of acting like as the famous statement from George W. Bush where he said, you are either with us or you are against us. That's how he acts. And this is how the Indian media projects it into the masses of the people of India. And this blackmailing and this emotional atyachar, what I may term it as, is something which makes the people of India somehow look that no, Afzal was a terrorist. No, in the debates, they brought some families from the parliament, those families who have lost their beloved ones in the parliament. And now this is given to the mass population, whether the families who have lost their beloved ones want to be Afzal hanged or not. And do we live in a country where just 4 families or 5 families will say that let's hang Afzal and let's hang him? Do we live in such a country? Now we call this as a democratic country. And where is the democracy? Does the democracy mean that we shall satisfy needs of just 4 or 5 families, as they call it, collective consciousness, or sometimes they term it as that sentiments of people of India? Now, what are the sentiments of people? I don't know, what do I say? Is this the idea of India or is this the reality of India? Does the reality of India mean the sentiments of India? And if you mean it by that sentiments of India, then why do you need a judicial system in India? Why can't the people run it? I mean, it's past. When this judiciary works on sentiments of India, why do you need the judiciary in the first place? Why can't the sentiments come from the people and you hang this man and that man out day in and day out?